when every encounter is epic, then none of the encounters are epic. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Well, guys, thank you for being here. My name is Dan. This is the second video that I have here on the channel. Uh, Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. That will help me a lot. I'm just starting this channel in English. This is not my native speaking language. And well, feel free to tag along and give me a reply and tell me what you feel about this video. But today, what I would like to talk to you guys about is the thing is, we should have easy encounters for our mid-level and high-level parties. And I've been thinking about this recently, and I think that when you only have challenging and epic combat, I mean, like encounters, you kind of lose that, which is epic and challenging. Because if everything is the same, every encounter you should have is like a monotone. You don't have any kind of change in that. So when when you used to have a lot of things like really nice combats, really nice encounters, when you're in the end of a campaign and you're gonna have the BBG, you're gonna fight him, and then you realize that that is the combat that you're gonna have. Then you have all that butterflies in your stomach, and you're feeling, oh my god, this is it. And everybody is standing up around the table, and or if you are on Discord, everybody is talking to each other, telling people what they do. And if every combat that you're gonna have, I mean every encounter that you're gonna have is like epic or challenging, you kind of think that everything's gonna be the same, and you don't take things seriously. You're not gonna be taking encounters seriously because everything is always about the same. Every time that you play, you're almost dying, you're using a lot of resources, you're using your best spells, you're using the best abilities, and that is like you're in a roller coaster, but it's always downhill. I mean, don't think it's downhill, the word about it, but well, that's the same thing of being on a roller coaster and you're always going down. It's kind of nice in the beginning, but the thing is, you're gonna appreciate much more of this roller coaster if you're gonna be going your ups and downs. So the epic, the challenging, the nicer combats, they're gonna be a lot nicer if you have those easy combats to compare them with. And there's a lot of other things that those easy combats are going to be good for you. First of all, you're going to be able to see how your characters are evolving. Because if in every combat you're struggling to win, you don't actually realize how much you've got better. Because even though you got a lot of new magic, abilities, powers, armor, weapons, your characters are always struggling. They're never on the upside of the encounter. They're never the side that's supposedly going to win. They're always the underdogs. And when you're like that, you don't realize that you're actually leveling up, because every single encounter that you'll have, either be it a beholder or like four wolves or maybe bandits in the road, every goddamn encounter is going to be really challenging for you. So you don't see how your character is progressing, so you don't get that. In another point of view, you're kind of breaking the game. I mean, the reality of the game. Because when you stop to think about it, when you're, I don't know, in the first levels of play, and you start to getting another level and another level, you stop getting some kind of encounters. I mean, if you're a 10th level party, you're not going to be getting wolf encounters. They stop happening to you. You don't get the goblin encounters. They don't exist anymore. And when you stop to think about it, that's not how in reality a world of fantasy would actually work. And I mean, I know it's not reality, but we all agree that there is some form of reality in this fantasy world. So when you don't have those kind of encounters, things don't feel quite like they should. So we should have easy encounters. They should happen, because you should be able to be in a 10th level party and all of a sudden four goblins stop you when you're traveling from one city to the other, and you just go and, I don't know, dispose of them like real easy. And that should happen, because when that happens, you're gonna feel that you're powerful. You're gonna feel that your character is a good character and that you've gotten better, that you've evolved. And you're gonna feel like, yes, those kind of things still happen. When I was back in the day, when I was a first level character, those four goblins were really hard to defeat, but now the fighter is just toying with them. And so we should have those easy combats so we can see how far we've gotten with our group. And that is so nicer, because easy combats are the perfect way for us to have like those relaxed moments, the moments where we can have fun at the table and people can, I don't know, test new skills and abilities, and the characters can do things they don't actually use. And sometimes you have powers that you don't actually use because they're not the best power for every kind of situation. So that's what we should do. We should have easy encounters for those kinds of reasons. But the thing is, easy encounters, there's always a setback with them. They can get boring really easy because you're gonna win. So you should place some other things in those easy combats to make them a little bit nicer, let's say like that. You should, I don't know, perhaps you should play with terrain. Maybe you place the combat on a boat and the boat is like going from one side to the other, and everybody's gotta make a, I don't know, an acrobatics check so they don't fall, and that would be nice. You could have, I don't know, the bandits in the city, they're on the ceiling, or no, ceiling, I mean, they're on the roof, not the ceiling. They're on the roof of the houses, and they're all attacking people with advantage, and that's gonna be nicer and different. You could have other kinds of combats that are disguised in things that are not actually combats. I don't know, perhaps you could have a thief steal an important item from the party, and you have the whole party chasing him down in the street and seeing how they're gonna react. Are they going to, I don't know, obliterate the guy in the middle of the central square where everybody can see it? Because if you think about it, they're the heroes, they're not supposed to do those kinds of things. And you can place other kinds of challenges. Like you have a wizard doing a ritual and he cannot be disturbed, he cannot lose his concentration. And then the combat's gonna be, I mean, the encounter is gonna be that you have to stop that guy from getting hurt, from losing his concentration. And all the enemies are trying to make him lose the concentration. And you can have a lot more kind of things that you can place into those easy combats to make that they're not a boring combat. I mean, and every time I say combat, you just gotta read it encounter. And you can use those encounters to deliver information, to make funny NPCs, to make funny moments, to deliver items, and to build up your campaign, and to make your players feel like they are in a cohesive and interesting world. And that's why I think you should have easy encounters in your campaign. And if you go back to D&D 3.0, in the page 102 of the Dungeon Master, they actually say that you should have balance between easy, medium, and hard encounters. You should have like 30% of easy, 50% of challenging, and 20% of difficult encounters. So that's a really nice set for you to work with, for you to go with that. And when you start doing that, I think you're gonna have players that are really, really nicer. They're gonna appreciate more of it, and they're gonna enjoy your world better. And that's it, guys. That was my video for today. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're not subscribed and you like this video, please subscribe. And if you have an opinion about what I've just told you, please leave a comment below. And if, I've already said it in the beginning of the video, but English is not my native speaking language. And if you've already guessed where I'm from, please leave a comment below. Thank you, guys. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.